those was Ted Kaczynski.
Yeah.
He was a part of that. It's wild.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I only knew about the whole sort of extreme Luddite anti-technology point of view and trying to slow the spread of technology. But
yeah, that's what it was from. It has to have something to do with it. Obviously, he's got deep troubles on top of that, and his brother in the documentary talked about how troubled his brother was. Like, if someone had rejected his advances, like a girl, like he would be like really vicious and mean and write them horrible letters, and there was something like really wrong with him.
Problems.
Yeah. But his thought about technology, there's as evil as he was and as brilliant as he was, his thought about technology one day being the doom of human race. There's some wisdom to that.
Yeah.
Or at least some potential insight.
It's like a nugget of truth to it.
Yeah.
It's either the savior or it'll not put the final nail in the coffin.
I think we're just not meant to stay this for very long.
No, we're in the intermediate, like, child having a temper tantrum phase, like knocking things over.
And it's so obvious that up until now, I mean, if you go back through human history, there's a development of tools and weapons and all these different things which really help people overcome predators and enemies and their environment, and all these different things happen, but they're all kind of scalable until you get to...
They're in balance.
Yes, until you get to electronics. And electronics and anything digital and anything involving electricity and anything involving machines and anything involving things that biologically we can't possibly evolve fast enough to compete with anything that's connected to the internet, anything that's connected to artificial intelligence, anything that's connected to silicon chips and the infrastructure that we've developed. It's like our biology is hopelessly stalled. We're not changing fast enough.
I think there was also a Darwinistic thing that was happening, like when you bring up Paleolithic tools and living in caves, like there was a balance where we had never conquered nature. There was this balance, so to me, it's not just electronics. It's like the moment that the balance tipped, where we were just the absolute alpha control of the environment that we live in.
Yes.
Then that's when everything got completely out of balance, and it's like that's the dangerous phase that we're in now. Yeah. And that could be part of the Great Barrier that ends up snuffing out all these other hypothetical civilizations. It feels like nukes, overpopulation, limited resources, runaway. I mean, when you start introducing things like just the volume of stuff that is in the system right now, there's too much chaos.
Yeah.
There's too much chaos. So you either have to come out on the other side of it with some other new way of living, or it's going to wipe us out.
The real great moment is the Manhattan Project, right? The great moment where everything changed forever was Oppenheimer when he reads from the Bhagavad Gita, when he talked about
become death,
destroyer of worlds. Yeah. But when he says it, and like this guy worked with Einstein and he's this incredible genius and he made this thing, and then here he is aware of the consequences of this thing that he helped create. He's like, oh boy.
Yeah, it seems like other than maybe deflecting an asteroid coming to Earth, it's hard to pinpoint exactly what the benefits of nukes are.
Yeah.
But, but you could also say things that seem highly beneficial, like the internet, could also be the death of the human race.
Yeah.
It could be coming at it from a different angle, that it's a piece of technology we never expected that wipes us out.
But then the question is, what's better? Is it better if we just kill each other with spears? Like, is that better? If we shoot arrows at each other, is that better? Like,
I mean, it's the same. It's like you have the ancient mammalian brain that is doing its biological programming bidding by building weapons to beat the other tribe. Except because you've coupled it with a supercomputer, it's now building nuclear weapons. So the result is out of whack. It's like genes. What the genes are asking for are only thinking 15 minutes in advance, right? There's no like long-term thinking to the human race.
Right.
So the result of doing what is being told on a biological programming level immediately, which is I need a better weapon, results in these massive long-term catastrophes that are not thought through.
Yeah, just because we can doesn't mean we should, but we always do.
We seem to always do, yeah. It does. I'm sure it will continue to ride out until the lights go off finally.